Welcome back, bienvenidos de vuelta, me llamo Glostlyn, mi nombre es Glostlyn, and as you see up there, como ven ahí arriba, vamos a intentar terminar la historia colaboración con Evangelion en el Mecharashi. We're going to try to finish the collab story here on the Mecharashi. We don't have the camera, no tenemos la cámara. Glostlyn está en modo Zombo. The Zombo Glostlyn mode is enabled, but you will see the virtual controller. Van a ver el control virtual. Así que con eso dicho, el escritorio voy a hacer todo esto. Ok. Parting Pact. Pacto de despedida, si quieren. Hyper Talos. Now I remember. It was Walter Newman who proposed the concept of a connection between human and computer to the development conference of the Arashi material. In this case, they should have been the last resort that we could try. Last resort? Which one? If you really are one of those called Hyper Talos, with the capacity to resonate profoundly with the Arashi materia, maybe I can transfer my privileges of administration. This way, with your innate gift for resonance, combined with the privileges of administration that I am granting you, you could open a passage to the outside world. My gift is not innate. I can give you a vote of confidence, but that last resource has a price, right? You are, how do you say? Very clever. The price is the death of the current administrator, mine. Wait. What do you mean by death? Didn't you say before that you have died once? Aren't you a remnant left by the researcher so long ago? Like a footprint or something like that? That's true, but even a remnant depends on the internal energy to keep the self-consciousness. And losing that self-consciousness also means losing the rights of access. But right now, this has become our last resource. Then Mr. Lucas. Damn it all. We just came back to the same hell. We fought too hard to give up now. This is not giving up. Your efforts for protecting me were not in vain. Without you, I could have lost the consciousness and faced total destruction in this world when those ghost STs were in the point of attacking me. And that is precisely why your protection allowed me to resist until now and repair the final authorization as the administrator. So now there's nothing left to cry about. I mean, no regrets, basically. I was supposed to be dead, and if it wasn't for this unexpected intrusion, I could have not awoken at all. But isn't there a better way? A better way. We searched for it ever since our generation started these experiments, and we still haven't found it. But it was many years after my death that I understood the truth. The search of the ideals is unending, and the living must act when they are called upon. Whether it is Leviathan or the Arashi material world, it was the how do you say that? It was out of unmeasured or unlimited ambition and the fervor of our generation that took us to the wrong path. I was ready for this end much earlier than it arrived. Yeah. When you have too much ambition, you can end up in the wrong path, basically. Si eres muy ambicioso, puedes terminar en el camino equivocado, o sea, hacer cosas que no deberías, etcétera, ¿no? Eso es verdad. That's true. Our tragedy must not repeat itself, and Leviathan must be destroyed. But now, I don't have the capacity to end it myself. When I leave, Leviathan will lose its restriction, and it'll be completely controlled by the will of hate and madness. So please, when you go out of here, you must defeat Leviathan and finish the malign consequences of this era. Hey, you cannot say all of that just like that. We haven't even accepted doing this yet. Mr. Lucas. Yeah, Dean doesn't want to lose anyone. Dean no quiere perder a nadie. Por eso está tan así. Aunque recién la haya conocido al tipín igual. Okay, the readings of the Arashi material from Leviathan are starting to change. The matrix that's contained it is collapsing. Damn. Is transferring control of Leviathan from the inside? Are you sure of this decision, Lucas? Look, the people that you consented are destroying the restriction device of Leviathan. They want to free its nucleus and see the chaos of among all the Dawnstar League. That's just proof that this plan was a mistake from the beginning, and you that carry on this mistake are the real traitors. Colonel Hines, reinforcements have arrived. I hope that you agree. You fulfill our agreement when all of this is over, and you gave us the fine specimens that you mentioned. Huh, so that is what you are holding on to. You are not afraid that your deal comes out to the light and put you in front of the... I don't know how to say that. When they execute you with a bunch of soldiers, you know? What if it never comes out? You are a complete foreigner, Matilda. You don't understand the history of Milkama. You don't even understand the way of life of the Milkamans. Remember, recovering or seizing control of the Leviathan will benefit the LD as Obsidian. The sacrifice of those that wish to protect are completely insignificant. Chun chun chun. Even those words are so vile that sound totally empty coming from your mouth. No human life is insignificant. I won't keep on spilling... how do you say that? I'll stop talking, Heinz. Talking to you is futile. That's what it means, Heinz. I won't give up until you defeat us completely. Oh, I have to hold the thing? Ok. Hay que mantener el lugar. ¿Saben qué? Por inmersión no vamos a usar Alaska. Solamente Ray. For immersion I'm just going to use Ray. Not to raise though. A ver, usaremos nuestras otras unidades chistosas. Okay, so Emily here.
Emily,
Bam.
heading out.
This guy here. Oof, that's not that good. For the lulz, this lady here.
Finally showed up, eh?
Por las recitas esa. Creo que en todo caso sería mejor traer a las 7 en vez de...
Me and Kachi are all geared up.
A ver. Lo siento, hay que cambiar la asca. Pondré esta Harvey a ver, para probar qué tal. Let's try this.
Away, friends.
this lady here. I recently leveled her up, so we can test her. Why not? Yeah. A ver. Let's go. I'm so sorry, Ray. I said I will handle this, but it turns out we will fight side by side. It's okay. It's okay. Ikari and the others must be here. Are also here. I see. I will organize a line of defense to protect them in this temporal base. I also requested support of the defense of the region of Tepia. I can request an aerial strike whenever you need it. Okay. That sounds cool. Eso suena bien.
Goggles on, everyone!
A ver, ataque aéreo. Oh yeah. Hace Ludwig en la cara. Wait. That's better. Ojo. And it sets it on fire too. Y de paso lo ponen con fuego, qué loco. A ver, de una vez ese loco. Let's just get rid of that guy. Okay, Harvey.
We're cruising at our usual clip. Let's set our sights on the horizon. I'll help too.
It was protected? What? No le hizo nada. ¿Qué caramba? Okay.
Think before you act.
Eso estaba raro en muchos niveles. That was weird in so many levels. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. Bye. I think I only have one more. Creo que solo tengo una. Oh, that guy is super weak. Ese tipín es super chafas.
No battle, no hustle. Time to get those hands dirty.
That guy is so bad. I'm going to just destroy it. Die, filthy animal. Muere, cochino. It seems like not even with your little helpers you can resist the inevitable. Now, pay the price of underestimating your enemy, Colonel Hines. ¿Cómo vas, Rex? Oh no. O sea, ¿te sale error o cuando aprietas no sale en el directo? Porque si aprietas y no te sale en el directo es problema mío y puedo arreglarlo, pero si te sale error en los stickers no puedo. It's time to finish this, Ludwig. What are you waiting for? I know what to do. Is that the Arashi material connection devices from those units have been how do you say that? Rusted. Direct reparations will cause irreversible damage. We must find another way to protect these corroded units. Or rusted, let me say. A ver, déjame. Si es que soy yo, a ver un ratito. Stickers. Oh. Ahí está. Ahora sí debe servir, Rex. Troll, es que sin querer se desactivó. No sé de cómo, pero se desactivó. Bueno, ya está, ya funcionan. O deberían al menos.
It's okay.
Ya, a ver. Muere canalla.
Stop
Ahí está.
fidgeting.
Sin querer se desactivó el asunto, ¿eh? Al fin, he tenido que subir esta vieja a nivel 50 para que recién pueda apuntar una cosa bien, siendo franco. Uf, eso no me sirve de mucho. Ya, a ver, le escopeteo a este loco. Espera. Sí, escopeteo a este loco. Y le metralleteamos a este otro de aquí. ¡Ojo! Ya. A ver, aquí... Espera. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Se tiene que destruir ese chisme? Voy a dejar botado ese chisme.
No battle, no hustle. Time to get those hands dirty. Broken parts, we're on it like oil on metal.
Poderosas cac. Yo solamente por inmersión dije... No voy a usar a mi Asuka y demás, porque técnicamente no están aquí en esta batalla. Técnicamente. Ya. ¿Pero a quién me falta, pues? Ah, el robotzin. No. Esto... Ya está todo. Porque esta vieja no la puedo manejar yo. Your dedicated soldier, Matilda. But as you can see, simply believing in grandeur words like justice cannot secure the future for humanity. After all, justice doesn't exist in the battlefield. What? But if I destroy the cabin, were you just a doll? A marionette? That guy. ¿A Shinji tanque? O sea, le has puesto la metralleta pesada, supongo. Porque con metralleta pesada misteriosamente aguanta bien ese Shinji, ¿no? De hecho, soporte aéreo. Sí. Espera, ¿puede atacar la base esa? Ah, todavía no puedo. Eso hubiera sido chistoso. Puedo atacar esa cosa. Pero creo que sería mejor después nomás. Ni aquí atrás tampoco puedo. Bueno, ya. Voy a poner a mi robot aquí como tanque. Ahí no me alcanza la P. Huh.
Rosa, I'm here.
Ya, pues si me paro aquí medio Rambo, puedo disparar todo disquete. Ahora sí. En serio que es bien chafa, es bien suave el tipín. Muere canalla otra vez. Y la cuenta otra vez con 1 de vida. Ese puerco.
Broken parts, we're on it like oil on metal.
Ya, creo que estamos en buena posición. Ya, a ver, ataque aéreo.
Got it.
Ah, me olvidé que habían tipos aquí.
Got it. Let's pray. No battle, no hustle. Time to get those hands dirty.
Ah, bueno. No pensé que lo iba a romper tan fácil, pero bueno.
You could do with a bit more finesse.
Ah. I don't know why sometimes they... Oh, because they have something. Tienen como una especie de capa protectora, mira qué loco. Ok, now we know. Era que no gaste tanto AP de haber sabido eso. Pero parece que solo protege contra el franco, porque contra la metralletita igual nomás.
Let's set our sights on the horizon.
Sí. Es como una capa antifranco. Parece al menos.
Rosa, I'm here.
Ahí. Apretamos bien. Por si acaso, Rex, solo quedan 6 días para hacer estos chismes, ¿eh? Por si acaso.
I'll help too.
Bueno, reparación. Reparación. Ya Luna ahorita, Viquito. No sé por qué quiere salir tan temprano, ¿eh? Ese detrás no tiene protección. Pero creo que no llega tan lejos mi disparo. Ah, no, sí llega. Muere canalla.
You could do with a bit more finesse. Got it.
Qué loco eso, ¿eh? Ya, final del turno. Final del turno, perdón. Ya no hay enemigos. No, the Arashi materia starts to go wild. I can no longer suppress the disintegration of the hull from the restriction device. Why? Why did you make such a choice, Lucas? You're always acting on your own, even to the end. I came here to save you.
Phew, what an adventure. Where to next on our chart?
Wow, what a reaction. Did it work? Listen, stabilize your STs. It's futile. The laws of this world are collapsing, and these STs created by the consciousness won't last much longer. What? Checa, no me sale la voz. What? That means we have to swim to get out of here? This world that was once serene all of a sudden turns into a Furious Sea. Everything is clashing like paint with water. Like all use paint with water. Crashing down under the waves. Lucas observes everyone, leaving the waves to erase gradually his surroundings. Mr. Lucas! I'm sorry, Shinji. Forget me, everyone. I feel like I still have much to say, but when I try to talk, I realize that I still can't find the words. Honestly, even in the end, I'm still thinking of running away. This really bothersome. Lucas, no! A big wave involves everyone instantaneously, and the sight begins to stretch slowly, leaving only groups of light diffusing the figures in the sky. Laughter, crying, whispers, curses. The memories of the uncountable joys and sorrows of the Milkhamans rush into the ears as the water from the sea. Then the vortex pulls from the depths and bubbles appear out of nowhere, involving instantaneously everyone trapped by the turbulence. It seems like your choice worked. Keep steady. When sorrows blend. Cuando las tristezas se mezclan. I believe Colonel Hines will accept our suggestion, don't you think? Oh, we're seeing the past, I guess. Estamos viendo el pasado, supongo. After all, in all regards, our plan is superior. Besides, Colonel Hines himself is one of those who stay profoundly scarred by the war. He surely will understand the true value of our investigation. Are these my memories? Don't give up. I'm sure our work still has a lot of potential. After all the prosthetic technologies are immature at the moment, but if we use the structure of the Arashi material as a connector between the cerebral nerves and the mechanical prostheses, many of our our technical problems can be resolved. Why am I here? If really we can take this opportunity, maybe we can go to the Milhama Island. Although the war ended recently, we could witness the site of the extraction of the Arashi mineral with our own eyes. Is this guy talking to me? Someone like Hines won't be interested in this sort of thing. Besides, this is a great achievement. What does it have to do with me? No, I was talking to this person. But who is this person? How can you say that, Ludwig? You were the one that proposed the initial plan and resolved the problem of the latency. How are you saying you have nothing to do with this design? These were some futile, useless additions. Also, our design, if our design is really selected, it wouldn't be because we resolved the latency of the transmission from the prosthetic leg. Now I remember, I was the person sitting in front of Ludwig. But who am I? This is Evangelion stuff, huh? Eso está onda Evangelion. Don't you think you're exaggerating a little? Besides, this is in competition of research or innovation or whatever, right? This has never been a competition for innovation. Lucas Bonat, do you really understand what you are researching? Wait, I'm Lucas Bonat. I am the internal researcher of the second division from the Special Investigation Institute. What am I doing? I accepted the request from Colonel Hines. On the next cycle, we will lead the development of the mobile fortress. Due to this adjustment, we also we stop being the support department of investigation. Well, the unofficial support department of investigation, to turn ourselves into the formal investigation military weapons. Wait a moment, what does that mean? Are we going to apply our results of investigation to weapons? Why is everyone laughing? Did I say something funny? It can't be. Our chief researcher has not found out what he has been researching lately? Are you saying that we have been collaborating with the LD this whole time? It's not a collaboration. Rather, we are part of the Armor Corps from the Downstar League. Oh, that's what it means. We're part of the army, basically. Wait a moment. Why am I the only one that didn't know about this? Everyone knew what was going on? Stop. I don't have time to answer your questions now, Lucas. We'll discuss your worries after the reunion, the gathering, whatever. So it's like that. That's when everything began. The initial stage of Project 1099 and that Leviathan. But why am I seeing this now? I can hear myself talk, but why is nobody there to answer my voice? Where am I? What is this place? Why are you hiding something so important from me? Weren't we supposed to be partners? Everyone has been hiding it from me. Are you collaborating with the DLAC in a forbidden experiment? Yes, and what? And so what? Do you think that everyone is like you? That we close away and we constantly avoid reality? That we only survive lying to ourselves? You are a chief researcher and you don't know what you're researching, Lucas. The transmission technology and the storage of consciousness using the Arashi material as a medium. The technology to build a world independent of the consciousness with the Arashi material. Do you think that the DL or any superpower of this world will allow us to exist as an independent laboratory not affiliated to any force? Impossible. In this world, there's no one nor anything that could remain at the edge. Once you get tangled into something like the Arashi materia, falling into the abyss is just a matter of time. Then, you didn't have to wait until now to tell me. Why does it have to be a weapon? Why does it have to be related to war? We had a lot of options. We didn't have to take the path to the extreme. But this path is the more probable to have success. In this path, we can use the word of our investigation and make your ideals happen. If you still believe in your dream of a world where everyone can find peace and happiness, then hurry up and do it reality right now. And make it a reality right now. No, my ideal is not to make a revolutionary weapon, but only Project 1099 can give you the resources on the platform that you wish. Financing, technology, talent, and tacit approval of the ones that are on power. Without that, your plan of research is only air castle. Incorrect process will never derive the right answer, and that is something that you and I understand. Carry out more proof of the bad path will only cause our world to collapse. Then, why don't you make a world where your ideals before our world collapses? I can't stand you, really. I can't stand your stupidity. Always losing. A pure talent like you. That pure talent in the ingenious blindness of you, it makes me even more pathetic. Makes me feel more pathetic. Realistic, painful, a world full of thorns and frustration, and simultaneously artificial, fragile. A world is exquisite, thin and closed. The divergence of the two worlds became irreversible in this moment. But why? Why the research destined to crumble continue to the end? And why? Why am I seeing such a scene? What am I really? The sublevel. Okay, they once said that the bipedal STs were the pinnacle of the Arashim structures, but with your results, it seems like the limits of the Arashim technology go farther. Lucas Ludwig, good job. The lab. Brutality, desperation, destruction, hatred. It will face our enemies in the battlefield. As such emotional responses are reasonable, even excellent. It's a weapon made of Arashi material, a material that has been witness of the mundines and blood spill of humanity. Don't be sorry for it. The basement. Are you trying to escape again, Lucas? There's no turning back. Validate our results and face death. That's our only reality now. The test base. Testing base, I guess. We request disconnections. Requesting disconnection. My head. Uncountable images and sounds go scramble before me. I am a person that is drowning, trapped in this temporal vortex, floating in this from one side between uncountable bubbles until the death itself stands before me. There's a breach in the restriction matrix. Leviathan is out of control. What are you doing, Lucas? Are you going to connect directly to the device in a moment like this? You're insane! There must be another way. I told you, the restriction matrix is my masterpiece. I won't lose to you. You want to play hero? Even in this moment? Many excellent pilots have tried without success. Listen to me. Stop, stop. You bastard. You see? You see how terrifying envy can be? However, I don't consider it shameful. On the contrary, it can become a common point between us. Whether it was intentional or not, the fact that you adjust without authorization the restriction device the day before the incident. However, I have erased all proof of your crimes. The real cause of this accident wasn't the lack of the restriction device wasn't a failure of the restriction device from Leviathan, nor your deliberate sabotage, but was the blind ambition and the disgrace of your genius friend. In the end, the spy from the UNCS, Lucas Bonat, found his end due to his crimes in the incident that involved the mobile fortress to go out of control. No, not like this. This is not what I wanted. Not like this. I never had the intention to kill him. I didn't want to do it. I envied his talent, his results. I envied his damn kindness. But now, I wanted him to die. But I never wanted him to die. Never. I believe in your defense, Ludwig. I believe you are speaking from your heart. But unfortunately, Lucas is dead. He died without hearing these words from your mouth. The human emotions were always complex, sensible, and insondable. Truly repugnant. Now I remember who I am. Lucas Bonad is dead. I'm not Lucas. I'm Leviathan. Chan chan. Qué loco. Ok, Awakening. Interlude 4, come on. Es el interludio 4, no puedes. Ojalá que sea cortito. Let's hope it's short. Esperemos que sea cortito. Y así acabamos con el asunto este. Que con suerte es interludio y terminamos. Listen up. Stabilize your STs. Yeah. We saw that. Ta-tan. Okay. This Leviathan, has it been Fred? This is the definitive weapon that the military leaders have been pursuing all this time? Damn. How can I leave something like this to stop my way? Don't think for a moment that escaping from here. Don't even think about it. I lost against you once more. Leviathan flew off. Hold on, Matilda. Reinforcements have arrived. Now I remember who I am. Lucas Bonat is dead. I'm not Lucas. I'm Leviathan. A white light descends from the roof and goes through the air impregnated by disinfectant. The beeping noise of the medical instruments resound in the room, erasing every trace from the past. I feel like I've been having a very long dream. Was it really a dream? A person whose existence is uncertain, called constantly to the dreams of the past. Are you awake, Shinji? Familiar voice comes from the outside of the door. Mr. Hardaway? You never remember my name. You still remember my name? It seems like you have recovered it pretty well. I'm sorry, but my head is a mess. Memories, images, everything is blurry. The contaminations of the Arashi materia can affect the nervous system. Although you are clinically healed, this symptom of memory loss will persist for a while. Really? I remember the faces of so many people, their names, their wishes, their lives, and how they ended. The battles of the STs, a big one hunting us, and Lucas and Mr. Dean. Aren't they really my memories or just dreams? Everything that happened for real, Shinji. The people you saw in the STs, the enemies you have been fighting, they do exist. Even the things that have not ended completely. You did well. We did well? Then, they are my memories. Things that really happened, not just a dream. Oh, then, what about Asuka and Ayami? Ayanami. No me salió bien. Don't worry about that. If you go see them now, you can still make it. Edge of the nucleus is normal. Axis of the nucleus normal. Axis of the shoulder normal. Interior pressure normal. Tactical weapon mounted. Phase of connection normal. What are you doing? In the hangar, many mechanical arms and vehicles of carry vehicles. How do you say that? Vehicles that carry stuff, you know, like trucks maybe. Are assembling components finally elaborated in the bodies of the machines. Under these machines, the maintenance crew of the ST of different uniforms and roles are doing their functions, realizing final adjustment to these weapons that are about to be deployed. This hangar is full of noise with the roar of the testing of the STs and the calls from the personnel. While Shinji is immersed in the atmosphere, a scarlet, like a red stain, pierces through the hangar, grazing Shinji's hair. What? Ah. Get out of the way. Who in the right mind is just standing there in the hangar during the live testing? You pull the unit out of the test zone, Asuka. So this is your responsibility. Ah, the person that's piloting WST is Asuka? You finally awake, Shinji. How's your head? You remember what happened? Huh? That the stupid guy was blocking... The stupid guy that was blocking my path is Shinji? We only have 5 hours left to go to the deployment, and you just showed up? You are so slow. Stop, Asuka. Park that one on Bay 2. What deployment? That is the final exit mission for the incident of Leviathan, an operation of extermination in the Miltus port. The last chance we have to adjustment. Exterminate Leviathan? I just remember Mr. Lucas carrying us outside of the Blue Sea. How much time have I been enslaved? 2 weeks, Shinji, 2 weeks! You fool! Then you took longer to recuperate because you were infected by the Arashi material for a long time. But for Asuka and the rest, they recovered quickly. 2 days and they were ready to get inside of the cockpit. However, thanks to your efforts, Leviathan fled from Heinz and Ludwig, ruining their plan. Ray and I broke the... how do you say that? Is when they block your way out from somewhere. and reestablish contact with the headquarters to get reinforcements. Although the SGA, I guess, assumed the investigation of Heinz and Ludwig, the counter Almirant Typhus has intervened personally in the matter. Your innocence and rights are protected. I can guarantee that. Then how is Ayanami doing? Ayanami is there in that ST. Matilda points a heavy orange ST with white. It is still in the support, while the big crane above rails is installing a tactical shield that is very massive in its left arm. During the time that you were unconscious, the researchers of the Department of Development of ST made detailed questions about the EVA that you pilot and reconfigured the OOS, I guess, and the exterior painting job according to your habits of piloting the best they could. The ST that you mount previously with Dean has also been repaired. You want to take a look? Yes, but Ayanami and Asuka participated in this operation? That's right. The methods of attacking Leviathan are strange and unpredictable. You three, that have faced so many times, are without a doubt the best candidates for this operation. But not only you. Milkama East and West have come to a temporal agreement about the incident of Leviathan. Before Leviathan went berserk, it was finally annihilated. They would leave their friction of the area in the north temporarily and will compromise themselves to these operations. So they have a ceasefire while they'll deal with this thing, and then they will go back to normal, basically. This cooperation is really a rare spectacle in our history. You could say that you need an enemy that's sufficiently threatening to join this divided world. Everyone is working so hard. When I leave, Leviathan will lose the restriction and will be completely controlled by the will of hatred and madness. So please, when you get out of here, you must defeat it. Okay. The short version, because we already seen that. La versión corta porque ya vimos eso. Mr. Lucas. While the guy remembers the promise made in his dream, he makes a fist involuntarily in the suddenly some steps come from behind. Lieutenant Dean Knight from the Armor Corps of the Downstar League, reporting for duty. I'm sorry, my head was still clouded. I slept for 10 more minutes. Oh, Shinji, you're here. Are you going to the mission? Shinji just woke up from the coma today, so he's staying on ground for now. When it comes to you, coming late after for an important operation is a very big fault. However, considering that you woke up yesterday, the day before yesterday, I would let this pass this time. Understood. I'll go to prepare for the mission. Trust Shinji. When we finish this mission, I'll take you to the famous street of the Tenmei models of Miltus. Mr. Dean! Before he can say goodbye, Dean waves the hand as a signal of goodbye while running towards the preparation area for the pilots. promises in dreams, the hangar busy, and their comrades preparing for the combat. These memories, once blurry, became gradually more clear, along with the awakening of the uncertain resolution. Miss Matilda, I also want to participate in this operation. I have my own reasons. I have to get into the cockpit. Please, show me my unit. Let me try. Chan-chan. No, there's more, man. Hay más, no. O sea, no es solo uno. Hay una misión más después. Okay, I guess we will do that later. We'll finish the stream here and we will be back later. Vamos a terminar el directo aquí y vamos a volver más tarde. Hold on, okay, hold on. Bueno, ya. Así que para los que están en el directo, espero que les haya gustado, quizás hayan aprendido algo o simplemente han disfrutado compartiendo estos momentos con nosotros. Por eso, muchas gracias. So for those on you in the stream, I hope you enjoyed it. Perhaps you learned something, or maybe just enjoy being here with us. And for that, I thank you, my friends. Y bueno, si están viendo esto desde YouTube y les gustó lo que vieron, recuerden ponerle like, comentar, suscribirse para más videos o mejor pasen por el directo como estamos ahora para compartir los momentos con nosotros. El link está abajo en la descripción. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like what you saw, remember to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, or even better, comment the stream to share this moment with us right now. Link will be down in the description. Así que sin nada más que decir, digo, final de transmisión. With anything else to say, end of transmission.